Okay. Okay, so I woke up like really early. And so right now it is 6:09 a.m. and I think 4 minutes ago they dropped this update patch. Or like this like the you know, the blog post for the update. Okay, so what are you looking at? Valentine's ended and Nexus is back to spring. What did the Nexus even? Whatever. Okay. Changes. Heart charts don't drop from bosses anymore. They do not grant campaign points, I would imagine. New blueprints added. High tech terror. Sorry, just gotta, I just gotta do what needs to be done. Okay. Oh, it's bright again. There's a flashbang. Let me actually see if I can find it in here first. No. Okay. I tried. Oh, that's so adorable. Okay. Forge? Yeah, okay. No, they're for fucking realm gold. Okay, good. Oh, whew. I was about to fucking shit myself. Okay. And then this cube. This is also very good. The rest I could not care about. Okay. Ooh. It's happened after so long. Okay. Nice. Anyways, back to the blog post. Okay, so third dimension. We solved that. Okay. Removed invulnerability to O2 sun phase. That makes sense. Small offset added to exploding artifacts in O2 dance phase. Okay. So there's this thing that I do, which I actually, if there's two bombs thrown in a specific way, I'll get between the two but very far away. So I won't get hit by the bombs and I'm still outside, or like still inside of the ring for the exploding artifacts. Hopefully they didn't make it smaller because there's a really nice semi-safe spot for, like, if you get like bombs thrown on you. There's a safe spot for one of the patterns that it throws. So hopefully it doesn't remove that, but I don't know what. It's very ominous what that means. Okay. Orc Sergeant will now flash before charging onto players. Similarly to how the Mushroom Berserker was changed. Okay. So I'm assuming it just means it'll flash and then jump. Like the big mushrooms in Fungal. So hopefully that's what that means, because that would be a good change. Dark Frost's loot components are now stasis immune. Let's go. That was always annoying during winter. I don't know, it's spring. Okay. Made it more likely to get potions from Wood Lab Treasure Room. This makes sense, because at least whenever I did it, I would never get anything. Fungal the Crystal Cavern. Crystal's explosion now inflicts silence instead of quiet. This is fucking great. Because it was very annoying. Just like having to wait out the quiet, and then just like you would get perched again. It's like, motherfucker. I had to clear 25 of you fucks, and people keep giving me quiet. It's like, what the fuck? Okay. Lower activation time on end ancients towards them achieving their final form. Okay, this is great because I was a big fuck, I can't think of the word. I've always pushed people to like shoot at ends after their buffing phase, because it would make them it would make them activate faster, and especially if you could either do a really high amount of damage at the very, like, over the whole thing, because it would just insta-kill them, or if you do a certain amount of damage, it will also just make them buff insanely fast. Like, all of the sprites would, like, become vulnerable quicker, and he would also become vulnerable quicker. So it's just kind of like, yeah, it makes sense. Okay, so hopefully that is like a big lowered the activation time on Ents, because holy shit. Made cubic frame into an orbiting summon. Cubic frame. Oh, okay. This makes more sense. It's because I okay, so this is one of those items that I actually saved up a bunch of ST shards, and like, cause there's like a bunch of events where you would just turn in things and get ST shards. So I was like, hey, so I saved up a bunch of those, and I got like 18 chests or something like that, and I tried to use them, and they fucking rolled back me. And it's just like, why? And this was one of the items, so I never actually got to properly use this item. Even though I will go into 3Ds. Just fucking okay, whatever. So like, yeah, okay, so that makes more sense. It seems to be a theme that they wanna change a lot of things into summons, which can be an issue because some things are really important to see, like the Day of a Trickster set. The decoys are actually what's it called? They're summons, and so if something is being decoyed by those decoys, you can't see them if you have summons turned off. So sometimes, like, one of my friends will actually use this set, and he would be like, "How much of an asshole am I being right now?" Because like things will just be shooting at ghosts or something, and it's like, what? I want to see these. So it is nice that they're finding more uses for the summon system, but sometimes it is very frustrating. Okay. Twilight Gemstone and Robe of the Mad Scientist tooltips now changed to better reflect the MP reduction during casting of your abilities. It is not intended to reduce the sustained MP cost that might cause. To reduce the sustained MP cost they might cause. I just read that weird the first time, I guess, because I think some people asked me about it. They were like, they would like / tell me and ask me if I knew that or if I knew that Sea Shield was affected by Gemstone, and I was like, no, it's not. So this is a good thing, because then hopefully people will stop asking me. Your character will now keep shooting when you open the chat box and have auto shooting toggled. Okay, so there used to be a thing that I wish was still a thing. This was during Flash, where you could like walk, and if you opened chat and kept those buttons pressed down, you would continue moving in that direction. So for instance, like, if you were walking like upwards, like you're holding W, and someone died, theoretically you could hit enter and type RIP Bozo and continue to be walking upwards, because you don't need W to type RIP Bozo, and then you can hit enter again, and like it's like nothing had happened. And now this bug fix is not that, but I wish it was, because it would, I don't know, it's just a little like bug that was like actually pretty helpful, and you could find it in some other games. But I can't remember what. I know Minecraft isn't one of those. What game are I'm not thinking of Warframe. Oh no, maybe I am thinking of Warframe. I don't know. Yeah, whatever. Okay. But yeah, okay, so if you have auto shooting turned on, you can keep shooting if you open your checkbox. I don't play with auto shooting, so I guess this doesn't change for me. But yeah, okay. New idle animation for Shredded King Necromancers. Okay, so I think that's what we saw. Let me see if they're still there. They're gone. Fuck. I mean, it has been a few. It has been a little bit, I guess. Because there was an issue with the old man paladin skin, like the grandpa paladin skin, where oh. Wait, fuck. Okay. Yeah. So. Okay. Yeah. So like, the animation offsets where you're sitting. Okay, that's okay. So for those of you who are wondering, okay, so okay. So so what used to be the case with the skin, is that if you were standing still, your animation would like be forward, like your center of animation instead of being here would be like here. and so you literally could not stand still without your like idle animation just being in the wrong place. So if you were like let's say like you were trying to like you were standing still in a spot that you expected to be a safe spot. Like I know I was trying to do an O3 in Luke Orcs, and there's a safe spot for like this whip phase that you can just sort of stand up close or like closer and just sort of be able to stand there. And I tried to do that on Paladin and I couldn't fucking get the spot because my idle animation was just offset. And so by adding more idle animations to the Necromancer King set, you somehow offset your animation and you no longer are centered. So they made it more cool, right? They added another animation set and it looks cool, but like you run into the same issue where you just like can't accurately predict where the fuck you're gonna be without memorizing where your hitbox is. Oh my god. Okay. I mean, yeah, sure, it looks cool. It looks cool. But oh man, okay. Shout out Bradley's for standing still for me. Okay, so they added more skins. Oh, white outline. So whenever they have white outlines, it looks cool. But at the same time, maybe they add more functionality to a white outline. Like I know Kensei has their white outline when channeling. But I wonder how or if they'll add the white outline to more things. Okay. Fixes. Typo. Shadow Queen Mystic skin while attacking. Tooltip of Ice Cave Key. Okay, so most of these are... Wait. Fix the problem blinking pixel. New skins just arrived in the game. Fix the problem with blinking pixels on the... I don't know how to say that name, but whatever. Paladin skin. Actually, wait.
气候 on the panda.
Why was... what the fuck was it?
Peace and panda.
Peace and panda. Pizzo and Panda.
Piho and Panda.
Piho and Panda.
So it's either Piho or
Piho and Panda.
Piho. Wait.
Piho and Panda.
Okay, so it's just Piho. The Z's fucking there for nothing. Okay, so fix the problem with the blinking pixel on the Piho Paladin skin, and the new skins include the Piho Paladin skin. This is them just like, this is like the Obama putting a medal on himself sort of thing. Like, they fixed the problem before it was released. Go fucking figure. Like, technical issue with the fame. Oh, okay. So that means this is really only applicable to like a few people. Characters by fame. No, top characters. Okay. Yeah. So GML3 and Null. Oh wait, who has this Trickster? But yeah, so there's a bunch of characters, or I'm assuming, I guess it's just these top 5 characters, I guess. Yeah, they're all tied for number 1. And they're all at the same exact fame and XP because they all know that, if you tick over this by 1, there will be nothing. So they all stopped here, so I guess it applies to, what, 3 people? I don't know who owns this Trickster, but I know Noel owns this Warrior and Knight. I don't know who owns the Trickster, but yeah, I guess it really only applies to them. So yeah, okay. Fix the bug that caused debug text to appear during. Oh yeah, I know there were some people who ran into that. So I guess that's good. It's more apparent on testing, but yeah. Soft lock under rare circumstances. This is not that rare. Especially when Prismimic first came out, or was like at least like starting to be like used more often. Yeah, like if you like insta killed I think if you insta-killed the attacker, the defender would just lock, and you could not kill the defender. And that was that. Like, you just had to Nexus. Like, it was just like, okay, well, I guess I'm not getting loot. So, yeah, there would be a bunch of people yelling to not shoot the, like, attacker. And then ultimately people would blast the attacker and then it would soft lock. So that was frustrating, and hopefully that's what they're after. But yeah. Fix the bug with the campaign. Or wait, actually I skipped on. Fix the bug with the minion explosion attack in the lair of Shaitans. What bug? Yeah, whatever. Okay. Fix the bug in the campaign, or fix the bug with the reward campaign tooltip not appearing when hovering over it. Okay. So, actually, hold on. Fix an issue that caused die from the previous preset to appear in the buy confirm purchase dialog in the chat customization menu. I haven't run into that yet. So, yeah, okay. But there's a theme specifically with this one where they fix things after they don't matter, or at least like after like the time when they're important. And so what I mean by that is, if we scroll up here not too far, and they fixed Jack Frost, or like they updated the loot from Jack Frost to be stasis immune. It is spring. This is after all of the winter stuff. And it's like, I don't know if they realize that they can just put a hotfix, even if it's just for the one thing, right? Like, how long have Jack Frost's loot been like stasis, like stasisable? Like, it's been like a few orcs, like 2 orc smiths at this point, where you can just stasis them, and it was really annoying. And it's not even winter, and they've updated it. Like, and it's like, okay, down here, like, I don't know if anyone else realized this, but like, if you just go into the shop, which, fuck. If you go into the shop and like hover over this stuff, you couldn't actually like see what it was, so people had to guess what these were, and it was not great. But yeah, so people were like, how many shards is this? Is this like 20? Is this like 15? Like, is this 10? Why are there 4 stacks over here but 2 stacks over here? Or like, I guess 3 stacks of 1 on the left side. So it's like, what's the point of that? So it was just kind of like, yeah, you had to, it was a guessing game. Like, oh wait, I can finally find out how many fucking schematics. It was 50. No, it was 10. it was 10 schematics. You have to pay for this campaign for 10 schematics. They gave you 50 in the past. Oh, that's a joke. I mean, it was like $12. So whatever. It's not my game. Deca can make their own decisions, but at the same time, bruh. Free campaign, 50 schematics. Free campaign, 50 ancient schematics. Paid campaign, you get 10. Okay, whatever. Fucking, we got a few things that were good. You know, we got the IPP. We got a few fixes, but then we get a few things that just. Okay, I mean, whatever. It's Deca Games. Oh man. Okay. Okay, so I'm sort of tagging this bit on afterwards, but there's a theme of, you know that I just talked about it, like that theme of like fixing things after they matter, right? So like this fucking campaign tooltip, which like was a bug that was introduced this last one, and the campaign has already ended, and then they fix it. But it's like, what? Were you just waiting for like a certain number of things? Were you waiting for new content, or you like the I-ring and stuff like that, like the blueprints for 3D and HTT? Or were you waiting for new skins? Were you waiting for content to do, like, oh, you know, it'll be like a big update, you know? Like, I don't know if it's just me, but I think that if you like just posted if update 2.2.3.0.1 or like 0.1 was just like this fix, right? Just like fix the bug with a minion explosion tech and layer shades, like that would be so fine. Like, you don't have to wait for everything. Like, you can just, oh, this needs to be updated. Okay, let's update it, and then just like that's the only thing for the update. And now there is another game that does this really well, and it's a game called Warframe. And basically every time there's an update, they will literally just update the game, and everyone, like, it takes like what, a minute. You just log out, update the game, and then log back in, and it's like, okay, you know, that's whatever, that's fine. It's just kind of like a quick in and out thing, you know? And it's just like, I feel like that could work so well in Realm. And there's a very small community that would disagree with me for a specific reason, and that community is the hacker community. Because every time there's an update, they have to update their client, and they can't play the game, and oh, they're dying, the game's really buggy on the update days. And so it's just like, firstly, we get bug fixes, as in like the people who care, and secondly, we don't get tracked by people who have a special client, or at least use a service that has a special client to find people like that. So I it's just a good idea. I stopped doing O3s by myself because I would get tracked by trackers. Like, I would literally sit around, clear the whole thing, which, you know, I did anyways. And I would get tracked because people would be like, oh, you're doing an O3. And, you know, for a time, I stopped getting tracked because I just stopped trying to do O3s. I was just clearing the realm by myself just to clear the realm by myself. And then, like, what ended up happening was I would bring runes into one realm. And then suddenly, like, a bunch of people from hacker guilds would just show up. And it was so frustrating because I was like, you know what? It hasn't happened in a while. I think I'm finally safe. And then I would be tracked. It's like I gave up at that point trying to do them by myself, which is why I've only recently started using runes. I have 2 home runes outside of there, but if I look up runes, like, I just have a bunch of runes, and I've used a bunch of these on, like, big groups. I, like, have popped a bunch for a Dungeoneer because I was like, I can't use these by myself anymore. Like, I would just constantly just be tracked, and it's like, fuck, what, like, why? I can't do anything. And it's like, this is a decent amount of runes, but, like, I just can't do anything with the runes because I would get tracked. So it's like, okay. So what's my suggestion? Every time there's a small bug fix that you need, so, like, if there's a small bug fix, like, it's more likely to get potions from Woodland Tier Room, which I guess isn't a fix, that's more of a quality of life change. So, like, what's it called? Like, yeah, like, I guess not that, but maybe, like, right? Yeah, let's go with the most recent example. Like, fix the bug with the campaign reward tooltips not appearing when hovering over it. Yeah, like, that makes way more sense to just have that as a standalone update when it was an issue. Like, when it was, like, the issue being introduced, you know? So it's like, like, what the fuck? Like, so it's like, yeah, you know, the whole rant, you know, that was very anecdotal of me, just to share why I don't particularly like the hacker community. I mean, I've interacted with people who hack. They're not shitty people. It's just that some shit people use hacks. It's just like, having standalone bug fixes would be so much better, because it would keep your hacker community down, which they've already been trying to do, but Sebchief actually just posted a video diving into a bunch of false bans, which they would have to false ban people less if they just updated the game more often. And by that I mean not doing, like, big bug fix changes, big quality of life changes. It's just, like, you know, the one thing at a time, you know? So it just, you know, there would be less people hacking at a time, and the game would be a little bit more polished each time. And also, loud warning, I don't see fucking Kensei anywhere. Like, where's the fucking Kensei? Okay. Fuck, okay, anyways, I've been rambling for too long. I mean, this is just like a small update note. I mean, I say small update note. In terms of, like, scrolling, it's small, but there's a lot here. And I got HTT blueprints finally. So I sent a support ticket to Deca, And they were like, yeah, we're not gonna add the HTT blueprints quite yet because they're a bit too new. And this is like a year after fucking HTTs were introduced. But they were like, yeah, it's a bit too new, and you know, there's a different Deca, or a different person who asked Deca, and they're like, yeah, you're the first person to ask this, and we're trying to do an HTT lore event. And it was just like, what? So they just drop it now. So they just lied to us. Fucking Christ. Okay, anyways. I'm expecting to see way more people using the eye. It's pretty good. I should tell my friend. Holy shit. Hold on. Okay. Anyways, if you... So like Gleph makes videos where he just reads through the patch notes, gives like minor thoughts about everything. I kind of gave a bunch of thoughts about a bunch of things, and insight. If you happen to enjoy this, please let me know. Okay, anyways, I am leaving. Goodbye. It's like 6:50 something right now. I need to eat food. Get ready for the day, you know? Okay, whatever. Goodbye. Actually, let me see if they just didn't add the Kensei to patch notes. Fuck, I just thought that it stopped doing a thing. Oh my fucking god. Okay. 28 minutes. It took 28 minutes. Fuck.